Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream of Simply Nerdy. Actually, this is our first live stream discussion we've ever had on Simply Nerdy, but we are here, and we are here to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 because this quote from Furukawa, of the president of Nintendo, tweeted out, as usual, guys. They always do it with a tweet. I don't know why. Here we go. We joked about it on here, too. We joked about it. We said, they're going to host a tweet. But we didn't really think. Anyway, so
wait. I have a question. So, did you see this before I posted that
no.
article?
Yes.
I did, Lisa.
David posted it first. David wins. I'm just kidding.
No.
Sorry. It's because I wake up too early and
I get all the accolades, David.
They both get the accolades, and it says, "This is Furukawa, the president of Nintendo. We will be announcing the successor to the Switch during this fiscal year."
Fiscal.
For this fiscal year. Well, it is a physical year.
Sorry.
For the first time in 9 years since we announced the existence of the Nintendo Switch in March 2015. We will also be holding a Nintendo Direct in June to announce the Switch software lineup for the second half of 2024, but this will not include the successor model. Please do not misunderstand. Never mind. Lisa, you go first.
Oh, I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna say, what's gonna happen this metaphysically?
I don't know. I'm going home. It's bedtime already.
It's this physical year, but it'll be next emotional year.
Yeah.
It will be an emotional year. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Pretty good.
Okay. So, just seeing this morning, it's so refreshing to have some official comment on the next hardware, because the rumors have just been rampant for years.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. And it's getting exhausting. So even something as simple as this, I was like, it's real in some form, and they're and they're going to announce it, and we have the time frame for when it'll be announced at least. And so it's just nice to have that information.
So if I remember right, just to get the facts straight, facts like the old school machine.
We're all having struggles.
Let's see. So we know the Nintendo Direct is in June. And they're probably going to talk a little bit about. So wait, they said that in the Nintendo Direct they're going to be talking about the games for Switch that are to come in the second half of the year. That's it, not the new, the upcoming Switch successor. Is that right?
Yes, according to that tweet.
Correct.
That's what we will do. We will talk in June. We'll do a Nintendo Direct presentation, something like that. And but yeah. Don't misunderstand.
Please don't misunderstand. Yeah.
I thought that was a funny way to end a tweet.
Right?
So
we want to make sure your expectations are in check.
So wait, I didn't read that tweet super well because I was having my brain was fully immersed in making jokes. So I'm sorry, Steve. But and I also didn't read the article a lot before I sent it. But didn't it say that they were going to announce that they were making one in June? But are they saying they're not going to talk more about it than just saying that they are making it?
No. So basically today is where they're saying we are making it, and then and with a tweet. And June is just like the games for the rest of the year, and that's good because there are no games for the rest of the year at this point.
Oh, okay.
Right? We have 1,000 Year Door this month. Paper Mario: The 1,000 Year Door remake, and I am excited for that. And then I think in June there's the Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, but that is honestly there's nothing on the schedule for the rest of the year. So it's still kind of nice to see, even though they said don't expect new specific reveal of the next hardware. It'll be nice to see what's coming the rest of this year, because very likely it'll be the last first party games coming to the current hardware.
Hey, we have a really good question here. Thank you so much for showing up, Shelf Help Gaming.
Woo!
What other games are you hoping for?
Well, I still kind of wish that we'd get Silk Song, but
Yeah.
Yep, that's the big one.
I think I
Man,
could see
Silk
that for
Song.
the rest of my life.
Okay, here's a prediction, and I don't know how accurate this is going to be, but I'm hoping for a double console release of Metroid Prime 4. I hope they just come out and announce that they're going to release it for the Switch, but then they're also going to do a double release as kind of a title or a launch title for the Switch successor.
Yeah, I hope so too. Like, I've gotten to that point. I went through a phase where I was like, "Oh, it's been so long. Just wait for Switch 2 before they release it." But then people were pointing out, like, what about the huge install base of the current Switch? They announced as part of other information today that it's sold 140 million units, and that's a lot. It's basically caught up with the DS, I think. And it's coming close to the PS2, the best-selling console of all time. So
getting there, yeah.
So anyway, it has a huge install base of people, and Metroid needs that, you know. So I kind of hope that's true, that it's releasing on both. We'll get current Switch and its install base, but we'll also get launch title Metroid Prime 4, and whatever upgrades will come with that, you know. Whatever. If that's what happens, I'll definitely be buying it on the Switch 2 and playing it there. But I still want the best of both worlds with that release.
How do you think they're going to handle the Switch version though, like the original Switch? I don't think it's going to drag down the quality of the Switch 2 or whatever it's going to be, but you don't want it to hold it back.
I don't think that's too much of a concern. I mean, look at Metroid Prime Remastered. It's still like one of the best looking games on the Switch with what they did there.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could argue that by saying it's one of the best looking games on the Switch, like, are you saying it is one of the best looking games and it's on the Switch, or it is one of the best looking games that the Switch has? Because a lot of people would say, well, that's because the Switch doesn't have any good-looking games.
Oh, no.
Oh, no! And on that note, here we go.
I mean, I'm not that person, but I think there are those people.
Yeah.
I have another prediction.
Yeah.
Wait for it. We are going to see this fellow.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be fun if we had Yoshi's Woolly World come to the Nintendo Switch? Finally, yes. I want to go live stream.
More trolling episodes.
Hey,
my
guys.
word, that was really bad.
I have never played this game.
Oh, it's so good.
And I want
Austin, testify.
Oh, this is true. Anthony and I played a whopping hour or so of this game, and
just over an hour.
Yeah, just over an hour, and it was a lot of fun, despite me completely sabotaging Anthony's progress. And so
it was so good. But we can see this come while we're waiting for the Switch 2, because as stated in that tweet, they're not going to release anything for the Switch 2 or anything this year. They're just going to announce it. So they got to have something for us to play this holiday and for the latter half of the year. And this would be just an excellent entry into the Switch's library. It is so good. As you can see here, you can even scan all your Smash Brothers amiibo and get a Yoshi based on that amiibo. Nice. It's so there's hundreds of them, man. It's such a good game. The gameplay is crazy good. Oh man, and it's so adorable.
It's one of the few Wii U games that hasn't come.
Yep,
I know the ones I can think of. So there's the Zelda HD, Wind Waker HD, and Twilight Princess HD.
Yep.
Those would be easy to port over. I guess those are also one of the few that haven't come, and Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes.
I never played that one. I wasn't a Xenoblade fan yet at that time, so
same.
But
Anthony played it though, and Lisa.
Yeah, I played.
I'm looking at you because I know you know Anthony's opinion on that one.
No, I played it. I didn't finish it. I kind of have a complicated relationship with Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh dear.
Do you like it better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
That's a hard question. No.
That didn't sound very hard.
He knew the answer.
You know,
I don't know. It has its good things about it, but there was a scene that made me just die. I just died, and I could not forgive it.
No spoilers.
No, well, not spoilers.
Like,
In
if
what
we're
sense,
gonna
though?
play
Was
this
it like,
game-
Okay, so
was it just like really cringe, or was
I'm
it?
gonna say it in the vaguest terms that I can, and that's that. Basically, you're trying to find this very important thing that we have to find this thing to save lives, and then you get there and you're like, oh my gosh, there's one of those things that we need to find, and then you see some I don't even remember what it is, some things attacking it, and you're like, oh no, how could they do that? Oh my goodness, that's awful. What are they doing? And I'm like, go do something about it. It's like,
But-
why are you sitting here watching and saying how awful it is? Go stop it. So I just after that point I was like, this is so dumb.
Well, I never played it, but the trailers I saw made the open world look pretty amazing.
Okay.
So
Also, it has some bops. Anthony hates all of the city songs. I am ambivalent. But the cave song randomly is just so good. I love the cave song.
well,
Hey, we
if
have
it comes to Switch, I might actually play it.
Yeah.
So
I would say everybody give it a chance. I mean, if you want to, give it a chance if you want to.
And if you have a Wii U. Speaking of, we have another comment here from Shelf Help Gaming. Thank you so much, Shelf Help Gaming. Who says, I'm still waiting to pay. I'm still waiting to. Austin, read this for me, man.
He says, I'm still waiting. Oh gosh. I'm still waiting for a way to play Zelda Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and Mario Galaxy 2. What a struggle bus.
Yeah.
Right at
Can David and I have a chance to try and say that?
Absolutely, please.
you didn't know you did an accidental tongue twister there.
Yeah.
I know. Jeez. And we all failed.
It's been a long day, guys. Tuesday was a long week. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. So I have to admit that Wind Waker, I can't even say that one word. Okay, Wind Waker is one of my favorite games ever. And so I would love to see it come to a system that I own.
Right.
So
This has been a long time
that
coming
one.
too. I swear it's been rumored multiple times.
I don't
that it
know
was gonna
though,
be
because
coming.
when people so when it gets an HD release, I then am like, oh no. Now they're like, oh well, we already did the re-release, so you don't get more releases.
Right.
So I'm scared.
That's true. And well, if it comes, I will probably get it because I didn't actually get Wind Waker or Twilight Princess on the Wii U. And I have also never beaten Twilight Princess. So
What?
yeah.
I
Oh, man,
actually hadn't either until the HD version came out, nor had I beaten Wind Waker until that point. And I still have my Wii U. I still have both those games I can play at any moment. But I want it on the Switch because then I can take it with me wherever I go, and I'm not tied to my bedroom with how far I can go with that Wii U gamepad.
Yeah, that's
When I want to play handheld. But great installments. I'm ready for these. This wouldn't be another great addition. And also the Super Mario Galaxy 2. I don't have footage of that playing right now. I got to go grab some. But yeah, they did not release that in their All Stars. They did Mario
weird.
64, Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy 1. So we still have not seen a Galaxy 2. That would be so great.
They just need to make those games not part of some limited collection. Just
Oh,
put them
absolutely.
for real on the Switch.
Yeah, I have to admit, I was so ticked at them for pulling that whole like, oh, limited release, let's make up some amount of scarcity.
Yeah.
But I did still
For
shell
real.
out for it, so
Yeah.
I guess they got me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Who wouldn't it get though? Like you grew up with these games, you love these games. This is the one way that they're going to let you play it on your current system, and then they say for limited time, and it's like, well, crap. If I wait on this, I'm not going to be able to play them. It's like, well, fine.
Also, I'm about to say something that's going to make a lot of people really mad.
Oh boy.
I think that Wind Waker is a better game than Twilight Princess.
I love the sound effects.
I'm willing to.
That was great.
Wait, what,
David? I'm willing to agree with that. I did play some of Twilight Princess. Okay, I played some of Twilight Princess, but I didn't finish it. Whereas I did finish Wind Waker.
What was that when it was released back in, what was it, like 2006, 7, 8, whatever it was, somewhere around there? Was that the last time you played Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
Because I remember, I remember, so I remember playing Twilight Princess and thinking, it's a decent game. It's got some beautiful graphics, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, it's decent. But I played it like last year, I think, on my channel and on the Wii U HD version, and I was like, man, this game is way better than I remember. And I played both Wind Waker and Twilight Princess in a very recent, I don't know, just very recently, both of them. And I don't know. They're both amazing games. I don't know that I love one like so much better than the other, but but my appreciation for Twilight Princess has jumped since I did replay it.
So I do feel like I could probably benefit from a replaying. So maybe maybe they'll give me the opportunity to do that. But I can say something that always makes me struggle so much with it is look how everything is so glowy. Why is everything so glowy? It's like my eyes. Like, I don't know how to look. I don't know how to see what we're looking at. Everything is glowing, and okay, but why?
I love
it's all the same brownish yellow. What?
I love that the trailer was like matching what you were describing.
Yes,
I know, it was great. Good job, Lisa. That was perfectly timed. Let me start over.
And like I have to say, the Twilight realm is the worst for me because I'd be like walking around on a roof, and I'm like, oh, I just walked right off the roof. Because I can't see anything. I must have a visual issue, but look at that.
Look at the glow.
Specifically, the Twilight Realm is especially glowy.
It's so yellow. You can barely see Link on the backdrop. Anyway, oh my gosh.
But maybe if they bring it to Switch, they can improve it, make it look better.
Yeah.
Even in the Wii U HD version, but.
Knowing them, they probably did it on purpose, and they're like, "We love this." It was a aesthetic choice that they made. I don't know. They wouldn't fix it because they're just like, "We love it."
Yeah, we want to make it so that it looks like somebody just smeared yellow all over the window that you're looking through at Link.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah,
I do want to give Twilight Princess a second chance because I don't think I even got that far. But and
I think oh, sorry, David.
I just want to say, like, I think a lot of people like it because this is the kind of graphics they've wanted from Zelda for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did that tech demo a long time ago where it looked all HD and
beautiful
and gritty.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we want.
Gosh.
And then they gave us Wind Waker. They gave us Wind Waker instead.
So that's why the fandom was so angry at the time.
Slap in the face. Yeah.
Yep.
And so Twilight Princess is the closest they've come to that as far as the visual style.
I think I was a little tiny baby when the tech demo came out. I mean, not really, but also, and all I remember is being like, okay, yeah, that looks cool, and we would like that, but why are all you guys complaining so much about Wind Waker for being what it is when it's a great game just because you don't like the visuals because you wanted the other thing? Anyway,
but history changed. The reaction was like very knee-jerk reaction, but since then, I think most people agree that Wind Waker is an amazing Zelda game.
People finally realized what I knew all along.
I mean, for me, I just felt kind of led on. Like I felt it was kind of like a betrayal. They're just like, oh, look at this amazing improvement from Ocarina of Time that we're gonna make. And then it was Wind Waker that they released, and a lot of people complained about the cell shading and the
Oh my
cartoony
God.
look and the cat eyes, and then once people played it, they were like, oh, this isn't half bad. This is pretty good.
And it was really good on the Wii U, just by the way.
Oh yeah.
But we should move on to what we think. Oh yeah,
Wait,
Lisa, go ahead.
Wait, I have one last
Two
thing.
last things.
I do think I do need to give Twilight Princess another shake, because I have to admit that I do bear a grudge against it, because I hated seeing how everybody wouldn't give Wind Waker a chance and Skyward Sword a chance, because they were like, oh, Twilight Princess is way better than those games because it's so gritty and dark. And I was like, can you get over yourself? I'm sorry, I'm a meanie. You guys don't need to get over yourself. I'm just petty and grumpy.
There you go.
So yes, I do think I need to give Twilight Princess another try, and maybe I will not be such a jerk about
Maybe
it.
it'll fix the lighting
And
on the
Nintendo,
Yeah, maybe.
Nintendo needs to let you get another try by putting it on current hardware.
Exactly.
Exactly,
Right. That's all I
Nintendo.
wanted to say.
Before we move
love
on from game predictions, I want Metroid Prime 2 and 3 HD versions.
Is this for the Switch?
Yeah,
The original Switch?
Let's just bring those to the current Switch as part of the lineup for the rest of this year.
That'd be sick.
help us finish
That'd be
getting
sick.
rid while we wait for the new hardware, right? And especially since Metroid
Love
Prime
it.
4 is coming. It's
Be
an
a
easy
launch
choice.
title. You heard it here first. It's going to be a launch
Ooh.
title. That'd be
Don't they
so
have
awesome,
like
David.
Do we want
Sorry, don't they have like a tradition of having like Mario games be their launch title, or am I remembering that
Oh, I'm
wrong?
sure there's going to
No.
be a Mario title.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I was wrong. Breath of the Wild was a launch title. So
Yes,
It's one of
Odyssey
it's
was
one of
right
Shigeru
behind it.
Miyamoto's. It's always a Miyamoto game. It's always going to be Zelda, Mario. I don't remember the whenever Metroid has been a launch title. I don't know if it has, but
I feel like they
GameCube?
should make it one.
Was it on the GameCube? Oh no,
No.
that was Luigi's Mansion was the launch title, right?
yeah.
GameCube.
yeah, you might be
Someone
right.
correct me in the comments below.
oh.
Oh, here we go. Here we go,
Okay.
guys. Yes, preach all of Metroid Prime HD. I don't know what can means.
on Switch.
On the Switch.
Can switch.
Sorry, self-help. I don't know what that means. I'm not a true techie.
Oh my god.
Yes, but those games need to come. And it is a good point about how Metroid Prime 4 probably doesn't have the universal appeal. So I don't think it can be the only launch title for whatever comes next. But I want it to be there right at the
Oh,
beginning.
bull crap. Metroid's awesome. It can hold its own, dang it.
It is awesome, and it has a lot of dedicated fans.
Yeah, it does.
But
Not enough, unfortunately.
Even if. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, David.
I just admitting it doesn't have the universal appeal of Mario and Zelda. So,
No,
but what were you
unfortunately.
going to say? Austin?
Oh, I was just gonna say, even if we get a port, I'm gonna be happy, because I just want to be able to play those Metroid Prime games and not have to dig up my GameCube.
Oh man,
brush off the dust, blow on the discs.
I have to play it on my Wii U, and I'd have to plug in my sensor bar to do it, and it's just a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
I don't
So I
have
think
my sensor bar all set up because it's just that thing is a pain.
Nintendo just needs to come up with a standardized medium for porting games and for playing those older games in general. I mean, they have the Nintendo Switch Online, but
Yep, I was going to say that.
But is that something that's going to carry over into the Switch successor? Like, that's a question that I have. So I'm like, they just need a standardized way.
So are we going to have the Nintendo Switch Online with the successor?
Yes.
I think so, because if you look back a few years about things they've said about Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo accounts, they've said things like, we want it to be a continuously growing value and platform for people. I don't think we're going to see another reset with the hardware like the past few hardware cycles, where
Better not.
every console we have to reset and start over with Virtual Console.
Yep.
And I don't think that's happening again. I think the Nintendo accounts being kind of unified, I think it'll carry over. And if not, then it's really stupid.
What am I paying this online subscription for?
I have to admit that I hope that that's the case, so that we don't just have to keep buying the same games over and over. But I also see that to a business that sounds like a really great thing. You know,
Yeah,
oh, you have to buy the games over and over. Oh no, you know, or also I have to admit that the thing I really don't like about the Nintendo Switch Online being where you get the old games is that that means that you don't own them. And
yes.
I really hate the way that companies are just starting to be like, oh yeah, we're just going to do what streaming services are doing. You don't get to own anything. And we can just take it away from you at any time.
This is why I believe in hard copies.
Yeah.
Digital forever, everybody.
No.
Embrace the future. Let's go. Just kidding. We have another comment. Self-help gaming. Thank you so much. He says, honestly, I want to like Metroid more, but the games are not easily accessible like Mario and Zelda.
Yep.
That is very true.
Wait. What makes them accessible? Like, what is our metric here?
So being able to buy them and play them on current hardware?
Is that it?
It's kind of how I interpreted it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't interpret it that way, so I'm curious if that's the right answer, Shelf Help.
And he also says that he agrees wholeheartedly about the, I believe what he's talking about is the Nintendo Switch Online, which we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. About the,
I like being agreed
and about
with.
the hard copies. Everyone's against me.
Because I don't
I can be the
trust
only
them,
one.
Steven.
You know what? That's fair. When they rip away something after it's been released, it is a huff.
Okay.
It is a tough blow for sure.
Yeah, well, and okay. So first of all, Shelf Help Gaming said that you guys were right about the way to take it. So yeah, I can agree with that. I thought accessible. We were talking about like your 4-year-old can pick it up and play it, and I was like, well, I think it was made for 4-year-olds.
There's that side of it too, where it is less kid friendly.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm just kind of I'm still angry about that one article where the Ubisoft CEO was like, people should be comfortable not owning their games, and I was like, you know what? I don't like you, and also now I don't trust it.
Oh, he got so much backlash. For
Good.
Yes.
He did.
Well deserved. Yeah.
Yes.
But I think because of that, I'm even now more suspicious of things that even just slightly give off the scent of this is a streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway,
I have mixed feelings. I wish they would do both. I wish Nintendo would have a virtual console, bring that back so you can buy it and own it. But I don't want to buy all the old games. So sometimes I like the idea of
system. Yeah. I don't.
Sometimes I like the idea of a subscription where like there's this library I can kind of casually sample older games that I might have missed and not feel like I wasted my money buying something that I don't want.
But you
I'm with
this
guy.
But
you are buying it over and over.
But you're still combining it with like the online, so you have to buy it anyway if you want to play games online.
Yeah, they do have you cornered that way, so I guess there's
So
no
you
winning.
might as well have.
I guess there's no winning.
So I want them to
Nintendo,
do. I want them to do both. That's how we win. Is they bring back Virtual Console. People can buy it if they really want to buy it again. But then I do kind of like the subscription for old games. For older games, yes.
David and I from now on
cannot
be friends.
Oh no!
I'm joking.
All right. I don't know. Is that it, guys? Do we have any other predictions for we haven't really done any predictions for the new Switch. Sorry, David.
Yeah, we kind of focused on like what games might be coming this year, but
which is great because
well, no, you guys predicted that you'd like Metroid Prime 4 on the new Switch.
That was only one though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What about the hardware itself? Do we think any of the rumors over the years have been true? I kind of do. I feel like the Switch Attach might be what it's really called, and the electromagnetic Joy-Cons being attached, that rings true to me.
Yeah, that does not surprise me because I remember hearing when the Switch was gonna, well, maybe it was after the Switch was announced or something, but they were experimenting with that with the original Switch. but eventually moved away from it. They must have found. It wouldn't surprise me if they found a way to get that magnetic feature to work.
Yeah.
Do you think that they'll be able to make controllers that aren't garbage?
That's what I was going to say.
The exact same thing because
Yes.
I am out for Joy-Con right now because
so
they are broken.
done with your Joy-Con
and
drift.
I don't want to buy another pair of Joy-Con.
You know,
Sorry.
I'm fine with the form factor of the Joy-Con, but yeah, the drift, just that's something I hope is priority number one when it comes to their new controller hardware that they've been making.
Give me a controller that works.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Exactly.
Though I'm not complaining about the form factor at all. I mean, I don't like playing on a single Joy-Con because it feels like I'm gonna get my hands cramping.
Yeah, not a single Joy-Con.
But I don't mind the Joy-Cons if they weren't such a mess.
Yeah.
Like I was playing Celeste and I kept jumping off the cliff and it wasn't my fault. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
They better fix it. Like I'll, maybe even like directly address it when they reveal the hardware. Joy-Con drift won't happen anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that would take them admitting that it was an issue. I guess they kind of admitted it by being like, "Hey, free repairs." So maybe they would.
Man, for a while.
So,
for a while. Too late for
Steven.
Too late for me. Jeez. That hit hard. That was too hard. Dang. Where's that sound effect, man? Where is it? Ouch. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that definitely needs to be fixed. But I'm also thinking it's true as well, David. I think the rumors are true about the Switch Pro. It's going to be bigger than the original Switch. The Joy-Cons going to be maybe a tad bigger, I believe is what I heard. And it's going to have 4K, which is great. I want it to have 4K. Please.
4K, the rumor was 4K docked, right?
4K docked, yes. 1080p handheld, that's perfect. Love it. Love it. That sounds great. That's what I want.
1080p handheld, and it's supposed to be portable, so
yes.
You don't want the screen to be too giant.
Well, David.
Yes.
Tubas are portable.
What?
Tubas are portable.
I don't want to play.
You have to carry around like a tuba.
I don't want to play Tears of the Kingdom on a tuba, though.
But we'd love to see it.
Hey, if it works and the frames don't drop, then I will be happy. I will carry that tuba to my grave.
It's true. I guess the portability is still there, even if it doesn't carry easily. But
yeah, I mean, portable has varying, degrees of portableness,
Yeah.
Portobello mushroom.
Yes.
Anyway, so I hope it doesn't get like so big that you wouldn't just be able to hold it easily in your hands, but I also would like it to be slightly bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And the rumors have said that. They said the screen will be a little bigger, and I like the recent rumors I've heard, like about the screen size being a little larger, the 1080p handheld, and be able to do 60 frames per second. We have Thousand Year Door controversy that the remake is only 30 frames per second, and when the original was 60, and if we had a stronger console, maybe that wouldn't be a problem.
That's so true. Nintendo has had a power problem for several generations now. But man, if they could, it doesn't have to be PlayStation 5. Okay, I'm not a power hungry freak. I just want the 4K, 60 frames a second. That's all I want. That's it. You never have to go higher than that. I am super happy.
Are there frames that go higher than 60?
On the PlayStation 5, yes. And on the PC, absolutely.
Well, I sound like a big idiot, but I mean, that's cool.
I do play Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 5 at 120, and it is sick.
Okay. I don't know. I'm going to show the fact that I know so little about graphics that I'm going to say this, but I'm not sure that like the video quality has to do with frames being dropped or not, but I'm happy as long as I can't tell that frames are being dropped.
That is
Yeah.
a very good point.
That's
Which
what-
this could also help with this power upgrade. Could help with that too.
So I guess my point is like, yeah, maybe it would be nicer to have 60 frames than 30 frames, but as long as I don't notice the frames, then I'm probably going to be happy.
Yeah.
All right. Can one of you read this and not me?
Successfully. Go
Yes,
ahead.
I can do it. Oh wait,
Okay,
I can read it. Do you think our digital purchases on the Switch will carry over to the next gen?
I sure hope so. If this thing is backwards compatible, then I have to assume yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the other rumor. Is it said the recent rumor said that it would be backwards compatible, and maybe even like games you had bought would be able to have like a free upgrade on the next console if it's more powerful.
Ooh, are you
I hope
serious?
that.
It's a rumor, so
I-
take it with a grain of salt, right?
Take
yeah,
it with
it's a rumor.
salt.
Okay.
But
yeah,
maybe,
take it with a grain
like-
of salt.
Maybe if it ran at like 30 frames per second, the upgrade would be better performance on the next console, something like that.
Oh, I would
So-
be okay with that, man.
I kind of do. If the rumors and what Nintendo have said about Nintendo accounts are true at all, I would sure love it. It would be such a consumer friendly thing for them to do
Yeah.
to make it backwards compatible, and that things you've bought you can still play on the next console. Something interesting. There was like an indie game reveal that I thought was cool, and they listed the platforms at the end, and they said it's coming to Nintendo Switch, and then separately they said it's coming to Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I thought that was so interesting that they would separate that, and I wondered if that was like an early sign of this is also coming to the eShop, which will be on whatever Nintendo's next hardware is, right?
Right.
But the branding's the same, right? eShop.
Yep.
That makes me think the digital purchases might carry over.
Yeah. I just really wish that they would, like, I really hope so, because if they find a more consistent way to make their games accessible, be it newer or older games, then they would be able to avoid having to sue a bunch of emulators out of existence. Because apparently that's been a whole thing that's been going on. It's just
It's
like
been going on. I've been
emulators
watching.
popping up and Nintendo taking them all down, and emulators popping up and Nintendo taking them all down. I'm like, Nintendo, give us the games. I don't know.
And
Anyway.
not just the games, give us the music too on Spotify.
Yes!
That's a whole nother ball
Yes!
of wax we got to get into.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we probably can't get into that now. So
Nope, this is not the right place for it.
Yeah, yeah.
But what is there anything else we need to talk about the hardware? Like, are they going to bring back themes on this thing?
I don't think we
Are
need
they
it.
going to? What?
You know, the current Switch UI is definitely very simple and maybe boring, but it's super quick.
It is so fast.
I appreciate it. I like the minimalist approach instead of the busy, taking 5 days just to boot it up kind of a deal. But
Yeah, and
I'd argue that even the Xbox and PlayStation doesn't have a very flashy home screen either.
To be honest, though, I would say I see the themes as a why not, because the people that don't want a theme won't use a theme, and the people that do want a theme will.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
As long as it doesn't-
customizability is nice. Yeah.
as long as it doesn't slow down the performance of the operating system, then I'm
That is true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people are saying that the simplicity is why it's so snappy, why it's so quick.
oh,
And
yeah.
if that's true, then I love it. And I have loved it. It's been nice.
There was a day where I didn't feel so good about it, but then the next day I loved it.
Well, I think we're wrapping up our thoughts. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we end it?
I think we're not going to hear about it till January. The
Till
Switch.
January?
Oh, that's a hot take.
Oh.
David, you can. No. No.
Steven didn't like that, David.
It's because, well, people
It
keep
says,
saying
it
that
says
if they,
physical year, guys.
Physical year.
that
But my
means
emotional year.
I'm just
can't
kidding.
take-
that means until next April, Steve.
I know it does. I
Oh.
know. I
But
know.
here, people keep pointing out that if they reveal it too soon, it's gonna be a problem for current Switch. It's holiday sales, right?
Right.
If Switch 2, if the new hardware isn't releasing this year and they reveal it too soon, people are just be like, let's not buy it. Let's not buy
Let's
the
wait for
games
the
and
next
the
one.
and the hardware but maybe that's a problem anyway because they've acknowledged it's going to be revealed, by this fiscal year. So maybe people are already thinking that they don't need to see the actual hardware in order for it to already start affecting sales. I don't know.
We're going to see the exact same thing that we saw with the Nintendo Switch. The initial trailer is going to be in October, and then they're going to do a January event. No, they're not going to do a January event. But in January, they will show off what we're going to be playing, and then it will launch in March. And you heard it here first.
March. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think it's a
March,
solid prediction. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think March is the
actually-
release date, but the
Mario
reveal is
Day.
January.
Right.
Reveal is January. That's what I think.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Mario Day.
They can do it on Mario Day. Yeah.
Dude, that'd be sick.
I mean, they're probably
could
already working
release
on the
it.
next Mario game, huh?
Wait, they could release it with Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Mario.
Not sure they do.
Wait,
like,
with
a
Mario
remake,
Galaxy 2.
but-
Okay, I thought you said Mario Odyssey 2.
I
Oh,
want
well.
Mario Odyssey 2. I want them to do that.
I want that to be a thing too.
Yeah. I mean, Wonder was great. I did enjoy Wonder a lot.
Oh my gosh, Wonder was the best, as Anthony
Would
calls
you
it, the
say-
best 2D Mario game of all time.
Would
Lisa.
you say it was wonderful?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you heard it here first. Oh,
Oh, great.
all right, there, guys.
Yeah.
That's a good place to end it, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and especially Shelf Help Gaming. Thank you so much for your comments. And we will, if you like this content, please subscribe, like, and ring that notification bell so you are notified whenever we do another video or do another live stream. This is kind of new territory for us. Let us know how well we did, minus stumbling over me reading. And Shelf Help Gaming, thank you so much for the feedback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much appreciate it.
Steve, our
Lisa,
stumbling-
hold on, wait. I need Lisa to read this. Lisa, will you read that for me?
Good stream.
There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, she did it.
oh man.
Oh my gosh.
The sound effect keeps going.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh man.
I can't say
Oh, here we
that
go. Here,
one.
hold on. Austin, let's have you try one more.
Oh, I'm done.
She showed by the seashore.
She by the seashore. There you go.
Betty Potter bought a bitter butter.
If you say it like Sean Connery, you can't go wrong, right?
Yeah.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
I like it. And until next time, guys.
Keep it
Keep it
nerdy.
nerdy.
Nerdy.